Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Finance. Last week, the government, for the people, announced plans to restore trust and accountability to public finances. After 15 years of Liberal waste, mismanagement and scandal, this is badly needed. In fact, the Toronto Sun editorialized that the Commission of Inquiry into the state of Ontario's finances and the line-by-line audit of government spending ordered by Premier Ford, as he promised in the election, are critical first steps. It is important for the public to understand why we need these two separate but connected endeavours to do this. Through the Speaker to the Minister, can you explain to the House what exactly the Commission of Inquiry will be responsible for and how it is different from the line-by-line audit?
Great question. Minister of Finance.
Thank you very much, Speaker, for the question from the member of Flamborough-Glanbrook. It's great to see you here. The Commission of Inquiry will look back at what went wrong, while the line-by-line audit will look at ways to fix this. The Commission, headed up by former British Columbia Premier Gordon Campbell, will look at the province's past spending and accounting practices. That's the real crux of this, Speaker, is looking at the practices. Their job is to help to bring us to the present, to determine what the state is of Ontario's finances today. The Commission will report back by August 30th, and the public will see the same report that the Premier and the rest of us see. And as we highlighted last week, the Auditor General welcomes this and has said that she stands ready to assist. Speaker, the Treasury Board President will address the line-by-line.
Supplementary.
Thank you for that response, Minister. The previous Liberal government has left our public finances in a very challenging position. Ontario has the highest subnational debt of any jurisdiction in the world. It took 15 years for the previous government to create this mess, and it won't be solved overnight. Yeah. It is clear that the Commission, working closely with the Ministry of Finance, will shed light on the accounting practices that led our economy into some of the challenges that we now face. Mr. Speaker, would the President of the Treasury Board please update the House on the further steps the government is taking to ensure the people of Ontario not only have a true picture of the province's finances, but also a clear understanding of this urgent and complex issue?
Minister.
President of Treasury Board.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and through you to the member for Flamborough-Glanbrook. And I also would like to commend you on your great victory. So congratulations. As one of our first priorities, this government announced last week, as the Minister of Finance and the Premier have mentioned, that we will commission a line-by-line audit of the province's finance, and the Treasury Board Secretariat is currently seeking bids from outside consultants. A firm will be selected in a few weeks. Mr. Speaker, under this government, Ontario's finances will be healthy and honest once again. All provincial programs, agencies and transfer payments are within the scope of this audit. The results will be used to develop a responsible plan to achieve efficiencies for taxpayers. Mr. Speaker, we will not tire and we will not stop until we have uncovered all of the waste of the previous government.
Hear, hear. Thank you.